time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Finds his man, it's Watkins. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Berry. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The RPO, it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, as most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Going up top again. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, LSU! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Hart. It's complete. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment. some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And the Aggies will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Scanning the field, it's Hart. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Texas A&M going quickly. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Williams. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Out of the backfield, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Balls it in down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield at screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hart. Quickly to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Bussey. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gonna look downfield again. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Hart. Pressure coming. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And they turn it into a defensive score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Plucks it out of the air. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Green. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you...
Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets the back moving. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. After another clutch third down conversion, it's first and goal. Going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To throw, it's Hart. That's reeled in, it's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hart. They're setting up the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some move.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Bring in the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Jackson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Tony.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hart. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Hart. Makes the catch, it's Bussey. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Turning it on. The 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Starting to feel a little pressure. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Ross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The toss sweep to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Holstein. Now rolling to the left. Makes a connection. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The play action fake. Still looking. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second, but you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
At the 36-yard line. 4th down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
21.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation, and they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on 4th down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback tries to keep it himself, but there is nowhere for him to go, and they turn it over on downs.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble and throws. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, going to the air. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Ready to try the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the Big House forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 21 to Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his feet. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. A solid pickup there, works into the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to the receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big 1st down for this offense.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
They'll run play action. Extending the play. It's complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Holstein. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That's 20. He's got space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Here comes the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they must be able to put this thing away.
And it's a turnover on down.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bussey. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And